It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs, and today we're going to discuss when to start talking about your business idea. Hey, it's Erin Smith, owner and founder of the Entrepreneur Summit and the Starters Club, and welcome to another episode of Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. Now, if you're starting a business, the question is, when do you start talking about this? And there's a few different reasons why you want to start talking about it sooner rather than later. First is your potential customer. The last thing you want to do is go several years into development of something, and I've seen this happen, as crazy as it sounds, into something that you haven't validated with your potential customers yet. Like spending thousands of dollars building something that they may or may not even want. It's really important that you just start discussing sooner rather than later to get feedback on your idea and really figure out how to mold that concept. We're going to talk in another episode of exactly how to use feedback and what to do, like who to listen to, who to not listen to, okay? So the other side is you may want to start talking about funding. So you may need some help with this. And you may want to start talking to people about if they'd be willing to put into your business, because it may be absolutely essential for you to get funding in order to grow and actually start this thing. So there's some conversations to be had. Now, a lot of people get very protective and very scared of talking to anyone about their business. They think everyone out there is going to have the resources, the time, the desire to run with something. I was recently at an event where it was more of like an accelerator, like different people pitched, and some of the people came back from several years prior and talked about things that they wish they would have known. One of them said, I wish I would not have hidden my idea for so long because I was so worried somebody was going to run with it, when the truth was, nobody wanted to run with it. Nobody wanted to run with this idea. Like, it was a great idea, but they didn't have the wherewithal to go and take it to market. It just wasn't going to happen, and I wish I would have worked harder on getting the feedback I needed to really move versus sitting in a corner and hiding it. I'm working on a new concept right now. We've been fortunate because of some things I've been working on to get some pretty large funding for a new concept of an event, and I'm working with some partners on it, and one of the partners was, well, how quiet do we keep this? Like, should I talk to people? I'm like, we need to start getting people on board on this. Talk away. I know my ability to execute, and that we will execute this thing in 5 to 6 months time frame. So no one else is probably going to be willing to do that. And if they are, good luck. May the best man win or woman. But I'm not scared. Like, talk about this. We need people on board with this. We can't sit in a corner and keep this to ourselves. We've got to get people buying in. And frankly, I'm not worried because I know I can execute this thing, and chances are they may not either be able to or even want to. So it's really important that you start getting this feedback. Your feedback is everything. If it makes you feel better about getting a non-disclosure agreement, go for it. But I know many investors who won't even sign one because ideas are a dime a dozen. What if your idea, someone else has the exact same idea, it comes to fruition, you could sue even though they never actually said anything to anybody about your idea. So you can't really prove it, and that's the hard thing. But start moving. That's really what you are trying to do. Don't worry about sitting in a corner and working on your concept, because your concept is only as good as the people that you talk to and the feedback that you get. And if you're just sitting in this corner developing, never really understanding how to improve your concept or make it better, it's just going to be harder for you to actually win in business. So get some potential customers. If you got this idea, sit down with them. If they're super excited about what you're doing, take the next step forward. Just don't get caught in this, well, it's a really good idea, but I'm not really going to do anything. No, idea, move forward. Talk to another person, move forward. If you need to get funding for it, start talking to people about what you're doing and see what kind of funding you can get for this. Don't be scared. Now, if it's a patent idea, like something that you really should patent because it's one of a kind, and definitely start moving down that course too. I'm not saying don't. Go for the patent if that's really something that's going to be important to this business and this brand. I'm not saying tell the world about this new invention that you have and don't patent it. But the thing about ideas too is they're only as good as those who, as much as you're willing to fight them. So move to market, start changing, start going. Don't worry about all the things that people may do with you or take from you. Move forward, get the feedback, start talking about it now, because the more you talk about it, the more you're going to hold yourself accountable to actually move forward with the idea. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Get out there, get your business rolling, get talking. We've got some great resources over at thestartersclub.com for those of you who are starting, or for those of you who are several years into your business trying to make smarter decisions and get more time and money freedom for yourself. So go over to thestartersclub.com to grab those. And make sure, if you're building your business, that you subscribe to our channel, where we're here helping you as a business owner build and grow the business of your dreams. As always, we'll see you next Thursday, and thanks so much for watching.